Budget Secretary Benjamin Diokno claiming record economic growth, but also warning of consequences if 75 billion pesos is realigned from the DPWH budget. Shaila Francisco has the story.
For 2018, the government projects economic growth to hit 6.5%. With this, average growth for 2017 and 2018 will likely hit 6.6%, the highest level of growth registered among post-Marcos administrations.
The country's growth is domestic-driven as we invest heavily in our infrastructure through the Build program and as we do the same for our human capital.
Budget Secretary Benjamin Diokno says the 7 to 8% growth target is doable if only agriculture will grow 4%. He says the sector remains a concern, calling it the weakest link. But Diokno says it's not so much a problem on the budget as on the policies implemented in the sector. After Rise, the government has its sights on liberalizing sugar among other commodities.
Sugar in the Philippines is very expensive compared to the global rate. It's one of the inputs to our potential exports or something. So all the commodities, it turned out that we were so restrictive with respect to agriculture. We have to deregulate most of the agricultural sector. In fact, that's the direction now of the government. Okay? Deregulation, like freer importation of all the food products.
Diokno also warns that allocating the 75 billion peso alleged insertion in the DPWH budget to other programs could affect employment and poverty alleviation.
I hope the senators realize that when you take away 75 billion of infra, okay, that reduces our commitment by about half a percentage point. And that has an impact on employment, poverty, because if you don't get jobs, of course, you will be one of those who are poor. It will also delay a little bit, not too much maybe, our commitment to make up for past neglect.
Diokno, however, says it's up to Congress to amend the proposed 2019 budget. Still, the secretary is confident that the budget will be passed soon, given that it is election season.
If they don't pass the budget, we'll call them to a special session again and again and again. So that will take time away from their campaign. So they must be thinking of, let's get this done.
He also assures that there is sufficient funds for the Bangsamoro plebiscite, even while they await the passage of the budget. Meanwhile, in a meeting last night, leaders of Congress decided to abolish the road board and remit its collection to the National Treasury.
Tatanggalin na po yung special account in the general fund. It will no longer be a separate account. It will now be part of the national budget or the general fund to be used sa GAA. So makikita na po ngayon ng line item kung saan pong gagamitin ito.
Shaila Francisco, We Are One News.